Hello everyone. Today is Monday, January 2nd, 2023. My name is Shelly. This is my channel Proverbs 31:22. This is FlossTube 116, and it is going to be basically a parade. I'm not going to do a stitching update per se, but it is going to show you what I've stitched on since last time because it will be a WIP parade. First of all, we're going to do my finishes, and we're going to talk some numbers for the past year, and then we'll do the WIP parade of what's going into 2023 with me as WIPs. So I'm glad everyone's here. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. We're off today in celebration of New Year's Day, and so I figured I'd better get on here and do a video while I could, especially this kind of video because it's going to take a while. I haven't filmed for quite a few days. Let's see. Looks like since the 17th of December I haven't filmed. So, okay. So I don't have any FFOs, but I will insert pictures of those a little bit later into this video. I have all of my stuff, all of my decorations in different containers according to season. And so it would have been a lot of going into different bins and grabbing things out. And so I'll just include pictures in just a little bit. But first of all, we're going to talk numbers. So I started counting my stitches at the end of 2021, and so 2022 was a whole year of counting my stitches. Nothing, I don't know, I'm not obsessed about it, but I really wanted to know, how many stitches I put in things. I think it's just, it's neat to know. And so over the past year, I've had 139,918 stitches put into my cross stitch. So it tapered off, August on to the end of the year because I started working again. So we'll see what 2023 gives me. Of course, my largest stitch getter was Elizabeth Weston, which you'll see later in this video. She got 22,332 stitches total. And then Erica Michael's sampler book got the second most at 10,911 stitches. I had quite a few that got 4,000 to 5,000 stitches in them, and then all the way down to, let's see, of course, some things I didn't stitch on at all. One thing I put 69 stitches in, so it's quite, quite the range of things. Now, when I started 2022 in my my stitch count Excel spreadsheet, I did include things that I had planned on starting, and so there's more there than what actually is WIPs. So going into 2023, I'm just counting the things that are actually started that I'm bringing into the year. So I had 30 total finishes. 9 of them I FFO'd. I had 30 that I finished this year and 8 that I finished FFO'd this year. I had 1 that was left over from a year prior that I finished this year. So we're gonna do an FFO picture parade right here. And then now we'll do the FO parade in the flesh. So, a lot of these, I'm not going to, you know, pull my sheets and give you all information, but if you need to know anything about, you know, fabric, flosses, anything at all, just question me down below in the comments and I will look it up and let you know what it was. So these are not in any order. I just pulled them out and, you know, I'm just going to share them as I go. So I did participate in the Jessie Watson Autism Sal with Barbara over at Raspberry Stitchers. This was started in 2021 and then finished in 2022. And this is from Hands Across the Sea samplers. Reproduction sampler. Love the house. Love that eyelet heart. Gorgeous. And this was a really neat finish for me this year. I started this Martin Luther King or MLK sampler from Stone Street Stitchworks. I started it on his birthday and I finished it on the date of his death. And shortly after that, I went to Atlanta to visit my brother and his husband. And we went to visit the MLK historical site. And we were able to, we actually got there not knowing that the day we came was the date of his funeral, the anniversary of his funeral. And so we were able to go into the church and listen to parts of the sermon and some of the singing that happened at his funeral. So it just was really special. I was able to take pictures in different areas at the memorial. And so I got goosebumps talking about this. I don't know. It just, you know, it was special for me to be able to be there and not knowing that I was going to be there on the anniversary of his funeral. So I love this sampler so much. I really wonder where our world would be if he had not been assassinated. Just because of the things that he stood for and the, you know, just his spirit that he had, and the way he wanted to try to affect change. So, I did pick my own colors for this sampler, mostly some overdyed. I think they're all overdyed flosses. My own choices. Okay, hopefully all of these won't be so long-winded because we'll be here all day long. Okay, so this was one of my WIP Go projects. I didn't have a goal set to finish it, but I did finish it this year. This is Shannon Christine's Craft Room. Love it. I need to FFO it really bad so I can get it hung up. I don't know, I've kind of lost my FFO mojo, I guess, because working again. It just, you know, there's not enough hours in the day to do everything I want to do, and there's a lot of stuff I want to stitch. So this is Alsatian Redwork Heart. This is from a Just Cross Stitch magazine. I think it's the February 2016. And this was a WIP Go piece that I had the goal of getting the middle band, and I ended up going ahead and finishing it this year. Love it. And that's all stitched with DMC 115, which, you know, I think it might be my favorite variegated floss. This was an item that we started during October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This was a stitch along from Lori Holt in Fat Quarter Shop support group. And I did choose my own colors of anchor flosses. And this was a lot of fun to stitch. A lot of fun. And I was glad that I got, you know, a stitch along actually finished in the year that it started. Okay, this is another magazine piece. I have participated in the monthly magazine challenge group over on Facebook in previous years. I don't know if I'll participate any this year at all, but I'll see how it goes. But this is a magazine piece that I was able to finish this year. This is Star Spangled Sheep, and I believe it's Cherry Hill Stitchery. Deanna Carter was the designer. So both this and the Alsatian Redwork heart are stitched on 28 count Irish linen from Michaels, which is a very inexpensive linen cloth that is really nice to stitch on. I did finish one little ornament, 2 ornaments actually this year. Here's one of them. This was from a Just Cross Stitch magazine. Let's see. Here is another one, red bird ornament. And I know this was from a Just Cross Stitch ornament issue, but I don't know which one. I stitched this piece at the start of the Ukrainian war, which is hard to believe that it's still going on. It's just terrible. I hate it. I can't imagine living through that. But this is a freebie from Cliffside Stitches. They do a lot of cross stitch patterns based on traditional needlework pieces from different areas of the world. I did have to adapt the pattern a little bit, and because of the size of my cloth, but I like it. And then I just did edit the lettering myself. And let's see, this was a very recent finish. This is Jan Hicks Creates Spring Flourish. And this was stitched with Mrs. Sada's silk flosses, which are a dream to stitch with. And love it. So the rest of my FOs for this year are all from the Erica Michaels sampler book. So let's see. So I had stitched A through L in 2021, or finished them in 2021. So these are the ones that I finished in 2022. And I am going to go back and take the stitch names off. I had started adding them, and then as I went on, I decided I didn't want them on there. These are all on 28 count Monaco fabric. The ones that are dyed are ones that I dyed myself. So if you're not aware of the Erica Michaels sampler book, each letter of the alphabet was given a specialty stitch, and then of course, you know, the letters and the object that starts with that letter. So it was a lot of fun learning all of the specialty stitches. The instructions were perhaps a little lacking, but it was a lot of fun doing those. And even if it was like a little, by the end of the, you know, getting toward the end of the alphabet, it was like, when is this going to be done? Like, does it have to have so many S's? Do we have to have so many T's, you know? But it was a lot of fun picking out the colors for these. A lot of these are done in overdyed flosses. Excuse me. And I completely changed up colors on most of these, so. You can tell how tired I was getting of choosing colors. Okay. And then W. And then X, Y, and Z are all on one block together. That's it. That's my FOs. Yes, my FOs. And I'm gonna pause, clean up, and then get my whips out to do the whip parade. Be right back. I'm back. So the way I'm gonna do this, I have a cart that has 10 drawers on it, and I have my whips divided by category. So I'm just going to go from the top to the bottom. I'm not going to show charts or anything like that. That just would take entirely too much time. And they're not in any order or anything. I'll try to let you know sort of what my plans are, if I have any, regarding the pieces. And then I'll stop after each drawer, put everything away, and then come back and do the next one. And I'm going to keep a count as we're going along. So my first drawer is samplers. This piece is from Stitching Book Club, and I just started it this past month, and it is a sale that's going on right now. It's Jane Eyre, and so I'm trying to keep up with both the reading and the pattern schedule. This is a piece of 32 count linen that I hand dyed that I absolutely love the way it came out. I'm picking my own flosses. I'm going online and trying to find, you know, things that were inspirations for the buildings, and trying to sort of emulate those colors as much as I can. So I am going to change things up quite a bit on this sampler. And then this is a magazine piece that I started this past year and kind of fell off the wagon with stitching on it. This is, I'm drawing a blank. Ask me if you have any questions down below, but it is a band sampler with specialty stitches. And someone in the magazine monthly challenge group had asked anyone who wanted to do this stitch along with her, and I think me and Rachel Q, who must be gluttons for punishment, decided to join her. And I'm picking my own anchor flosses as I go along. So this piece was what I started for Black Sampler November back in 2021. This is a freebie on Ellen Maurer-Stroh's website. It's called the Rose Sampler. And so I'm using Anchor Black for everything except for the flowers, and the flowers are going to be done in my favorite overdyed floss, Pickled Beets. And so this is a piece that has gone onto my WIP Go board for 2023. It's on there twice, and each block is a goal of 500 stitches. So if I meet my WIP Go for the year, then I should get 1,000 stitches into this sampler. This piece by Teresa Kogut is also on my WIP Go board. This is one that I don't know if I touched at all this year. If I did, it wasn't very much, but this is a Newcastle bouquet. And so this will also get 1,000 stitches on it. Love it. And then this is something that I just started on Christmas Day. This is Sampler Hope from Stitches Through the Years. And this was the start that I got on it. I am going to stitch on it some this month. What I'm planning to do is the new starts that I do each month, and the following month I want to give it a couple of days. And then this is also on my WIP Go board, and so I'll put 1,000 stitches in it as well. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it's on my WIP Go. Yes, it is. And let's see. This is the one that I only got like 69 stitches in this past year. This is Annie Morris from Hands Across the Sea. Sorry, so sorry for the crinkling. This is a piece that only uses 5 flosses, and so I wanted to try the 103s from Avera Soie, and so it was an inexpensive way to try those flosses. So that's the very small start that I got on this little sampler. It's one of their little gems. You can get it as a PDF. I did get the whole kit from, let's see, Hoop and Frame is the name of the company. They really have a lot of Hands Across the Sea kits with, you know, you can get the pattern, the fabric, and the flosses all. So, and this is my my big mama, Elizabeth Weston. This is also from Hands Across the Sea, and she is quite large. So I will try to, as best I can, get you a full view of what I've gotten done on her. Sorry, guys. Well, okay. So this is a piece that I have been attempting to get a page finish each month, and I will continue to do that in 2023. I have her, I'm pretty sure I have her on each month for a full 6 days. So that's all of my samplers. I'll be back with the next category. Okay, my next category in my little cart is Prim/Patriotic. I just kind of stuck those together because they're both kind of small. And a lot of, you know, patriotic pieces are very prim looking. So this piece right here, I just started it yesterday. This is my January genealogy piece for the Crafty Matriarch group over on Facebook. And I'm doing this in honor of my mom's grandmother. This is a blackbird design called Forget Me Not, and it's in the book A Heart Remembers is the name of the book. So I hand-dyed this fabric, and then I just chose my own similar colors, but my own, what I had in my stash, overdyes. I think there might be one DMC that I'm going to use. I don't remember what I was going to say, but so I guess I just don't need to. Okay. Next is the Prim Stitch series from Lori Holt and Fat Quarter Shop. This is one of the pieces on my WIP Go board, so it will get 1,000 stitches this year. I am, of course, doing it all as one piece. All on one piece is 12 different designs. That was probably not the best idea. This little piece was from Scattered Seeds Samplers. They have a little pin keep club every year. Let me get a smaller board. And this is one from, I don't remember what year the club that I joined was, but these stitch up really fast. I really should just like start one and just keep going until I finish it, but so cute. This piece is just a patriotic piece from a magazine. It's a, what's her name? Ursula Michael. I kept wanting to say, Erica Michaels, but it's Ursula Michael. And this was from a magazine. I started it earlier this year. Okay, that's all the Prim Patriotic I have. I think I have my bags with like my active WIPs right here next to me, and so I keep doubting that I have everything. Okay, next category is spring / Easter. This is Bluebird of Happiness from Cottage Gardens. Cottage Garden Samplings, I think is the name of the company. My WIP goal for this past year was to get the tree done, and I did get it done, and that was a good bit of stitching. I also got this top little corner of motifs done. I love the way those look. I would love to get a finish on this one this year. This is a magazine piece from the Blue Flower. This is their Seasons of the Heart Spring. The colors don't really say spring to me. I kind of wish I had changed them up, but the little bunnies are adorable, so I'm going with it. And that was a goal met on my WIP Go board. Okay, this is from Satsuma Street. And, oh gosh, Easter egg hunt, maybe? I love her use of color. It's so bright and cheerful. And this is on Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof. Gorgeous. And then this is a magazine design called Easter Party Tray. Got a thread started in it. And so that's what I've gotten done on it. Let's see. One more. What is this? Okay, so this is a magazine piece that they had like a whole year worth of flowers in it. And so this is the April flowers. I'm not crazy about the colors. And so it doesn't really call to me to stitch on it. But I would like to finish it. That's it for that category. Okay, I have 2 drawers with summer. Divide them up early, late summer. It's kind of, sometimes I have trouble remembering which category, which chart needs to go in. But anyway, they're all summer, but I have them divided basically because I didn't have enough room. So this is the free garden sow from Doreen Jones from a couple of years ago. And I think hers are blues and pinks, and I did mine purple and fuchsia type colors. This next one is another Doreen Jones piece. I started this in honor of my older daughter this past year. I really need to mark the top. This is her butterfly circle. This is on a piece of hand-dyed fabric from my friend Nina. And that's what I got done. Let's see. I think this may be, let me see. I can't remember if this is on my WIP Go this year or not. Yes, it is. So 1,000 stitches will go in that this year. This is also Doreen Jones. Is there a theme going here? This is her free sow from last year, Flowers and Bees. I really wanted to keep up with this, and I just didn't do it. So this is a piece of 14 count printed Ada that I got when we were in Louisiana last year for Christmas. Got it at the Michaels, and I'm using her Call for DMC flosses. She does have some specialty stitches in it, and it's just so cute. Her designs are just so cute and colorful. Okay, let me grab the next one and I'll just keep going with summer. How's that? So this is a magazine piece that I worked on in WIP Go last year. And so my goal was to get these flowers finished, and I did get them finished, including the back stitching. Gorgeous, I love it. It's got another swallow on it, and then the cage is taller, more flowers. It's just beautiful. This is just a really small start on a summer piece. It's from a magazine, and it's like a beach scene, basically. I think it's called Seaside Summer. And like I said, if you have any questions, just ask me below and I'll fill in the blanks on this video. This is a piece that's supposed to be a biscorn U, but I cut the fabric wrong, so I'm just going to make it into a little small. I have the matching needle book already finished. I just have to FFO it. So cute. That's also a magazine piece. This is another flowers for the year. I think this is actually, this is February's, but I'm doing it to display in summertime. I like the colors a lot better on that one. Let's see, flea market flowers. Whew. Man, this is one of those that you look at and go, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful, and it will take you no time at all to stitch it up. Wrong. Okay. And this is a hand-dyed by me fabric. Choosing my own flosses, mostly overdyeds. And I'm planning to, I know in this block right here and maybe another block, I'm planning on to do letters instead of the flowers. Lori Holt has a free alphabet that's available over on Fat Quarter Shop's website, and I think I'm going to use that alphabet to put in, I'll probably put in bloom and, I don't know, maybe grow or something like that. And then maybe the year also, but I don't know about that. And let's see. This is a piece from Vintage Tulip Designs. This is on my WIP Go board for this year. This is Midsummer Garden. Gorgeous. I'm using the fabric and thread pack from xstitch Designs, which is absolutely just gorgeous. And so that'll get 1,000 stitches this year. And then this is a little magazine piece for summer. There's 3 other ones, I think, in this series that I want to do as little smalls. At the end of 2021, I kind of made a plan of seasonal pieces that I wanted to get done. I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit with it, but you know, I did go ahead and make a push at the end of 21 to get them all started. And so I've got them all started. And then finally, this is, I think it's called Home Sweet Home from Fat Quarter Shop, from their very first Stitch Quarterly. Stitched on a, what is it? Whitewash board from Fabric Flare with their call for DMC flosses. And that is all on both, in both summer buckets. So I'll pause and get the next one. Next category is, you guessed it, autumn. I started this piece on my younger daughter's birthday this past year, just in honor of her. It is from October House Fiber Arts, and it's called Sweater Weather. And she absolutely loves that skit from SNL. And so when I saw it, I just said, yep, gotta do it. This past year, I participated in Stitching with Sandy's Autumn Exchange. I did one of these for my partner, and then I had started one for myself. This is a magazine piece called Hayride Happenings. Is that the name of it? I think so. So I hand dyed this fabric, and it came out kind of wonky, like it shrunk one way and not the other. So it's a little bit uneven, but I like it. So and then let's see, this is fall into autumn. This is, oh, I need to look and see how long I've been working on this, but I started working on this not long after I came back to stitching, I don't think. And so this is a magazine piece from Cheryl McKinnon, who is Tiny Modernist. She has a whole set of 4 of these, and I think at this point you can get them in her Etsy shop. I did leave one of the bands off on this. It had a hedgehog in it, and even though this next piece has a hedgehog in it, I'm not very crazy about hedgehogs. And so, you know, it just, with that being so big, it was like, I'm just going to leave that band out. But this is a cute little hedgehog right here. This is the second piece I've shown you with hedgehogs. So they're just, you know, I mean, they're cute, but it's not something I would necessarily choose to stitch other than the fact that I love the rest of the piece. And so this is the Autumn Seasons of the Heart from the Blue Flower. These were in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, I think in 2021. Don't quote me on that, but you may be able to pick these up on the market now. I don't know. I got a good little start on that. And then this is Hey Pumpkin from Fat Quarter Shop, Stitch Quarterly. I don't remember when, but it's stitched on Lori Holt's, I think it's 10 count burlap. And so I thought this fabric would be like really rough to stitch on, but it's so soft. Of course, you have to use 4 strands of DMC to get them coverage. So I don't know if it's something I would ever choose to stitch on again, but it's cute. So what I started doing is outlining, and then now I can go in and fill in sections at basketball games and things like that. So that's all the autumn. Be right back. This is winter. This doesn't include Christmas. This is just winter. So this is what I'm currently working on, trying to get it done. It's late getting done. This is Little House Needleworks Winter ABCs. I've gotten the other 3 FFO'd already. And so I really want to try to get the stitching done this week. And then I have Waxing Moon Designs Valentine House Trio. And I'm sorry, I don't remember all the names of the houses, but this one was on my WIP Go. I don't remember if this one was or not, but there's another one. One of these other ones was, and then this one. So this one I have written down as a WIP focus this year. I really would like to get these done this year. So, you know, every month I'm going to allot some days to work on them until they're finished. Let's see. Okay. This is Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. Yes, this one's on my WIP Go board, so this will get 1,000 stitches. Maybe I'll get that house done. I think I even have this listed on my thing. This is, let's see, this is a pattern from Leisure Arts magazine from, let's see how long ago, March of '93. And that's probably how long I've been working on it. So I got it almost all the way done and then stopped. I think I stopped cross-stitching and didn't finish it before. I mean, I know I stopped cross-stitching for about 20 years, 20 to 25 years. So I didn't finish this before I gave it up for a while. But that would be so easy to just finish it, so. Let's see. This is another one of those band samplers from Cheryl McKinnon. This is the Winter Wonderland one. And I don't have very much done on it at all. This is on an 18 count Aida. I'm using one strand except for on the snow. The white parts are with 2 strands, just to give it better coverage. So quite a ways to go on that one. This is from Madame Chantilly. This is My Love. This is on a mystery piece of even weave with DMC flosses. Sorry for all the wrinkles, but so I only have 2 letters to get finished with the little motif. So maybe I'll put that after I get finished with Valentine House Trio. Maybe I'll put this. I really like Valentine style stuff because it kind of looks shabby chic-ish, and I love that. I love that style. This is a piece that I started this past year in honor of my mom. This is Vintage Pansies. Pretty sure this is the right way. This is a piece of linen from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, and I kind of combined my favorite color on the fabric and then her favorite flowers. And I will work on this in April, and she'll be my genealogy piece for that month, my mom's birthday month. Okay, I'll be back in just a little bit with Christmas. Okay, Christmas. So this is not technically a WIP, but there are 12 of these, and I'm going to stitch them all. So, yeah, I finished the 3rd one, so I plan to start the 4th one this month. I think I have, I'm going to do a Saturday and Sunday each month on this piece. I'm going to do a Saturday and a Sunday for Blackbird Weekend Sal, another Saturday and Sunday each month for one WIP Go piece, and then the other WIP Go piece on the other Saturday and Sunday. That's my plan. So this is Shannon Christine's 2022 Christmas Club, the 12 Days of Christmas. I think she has another one that she came out with after she made that one. And so there should be like 2 that you can find online. So one of the things that I would like to finish for BBD Weekend Sal pretty soon is these stockings. This is from Home for the Holidays. I'll just show you, they're not in any order, but I had them all in this one piece, and it's kind of back and front because I messed up with counting. And let's see. Okay, and then this is the final one. So I just have a little bit left to do on this. I think I'm going to, I haven't decided. I may work on this Forget-Me-Not piece that I started in honor of my grandmother, my great-grandmother. And once I get done with that, then I may pick this up for BBD Weekend Sal. It just depends on what I want to do. This is a freebie from Croqueta Go-Go. I think that's how you say it. Jeez. This is her Christmas house. She has a bunch of different seasonal houses. And so this is her Christmas one from probably 2021, if I had to guess. Maybe 2020, honestly. I think I might have started that during the pandemic. This is Mistletoe Lane from Fat Quarter Shop. That house is quite the beast to stitch, and so it's languishing. I want to make my focus finishing those ornaments from Shannon Christine, and then, you know, then I'll work on other Christmas stuff. This is a magazine piece called Nativity Silhouette. I've gotten down to, this is where the stable will start. The stable and the Holy Family are all in black, and so I'm just going to leave them unstitched on this chalkboard black Ada. That's all the Christmas. Okay, the next section that I have divided up is Quaker / filigree. This is something that I'm really drawn to, but I haven't started a whole lot of them, so there's not very much in the drawer. But that's just, you know, my category that I have. So I only have 2 in this drawer currently. So one of them is the 2020 Mystery Salve from Fox and Rabbit, formerly known as Linen and Threads. So this was on my WIP Go board this past year, and I did meet my goal, and it is going to be on my WIP Go board for this year, so it will get 1,000 stitches. And I'm using DMC 4211, and then the letters are in DMC, I think, 550. This is a magazine piece that I absolutely love. This is called Winter Daybreak, I think it is. Okay, I did mark this one top. So my WIP Go goal for last year was to get all of that gray done. I only had just a small part of it done around the center, and so I was very, very proud of myself that I got all of the gray done. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, I love this kind of stitching. I just need to find more patterns like it. I'll be right back. Okay, so last category, the other category. So this is stuff that just doesn't feel to me like it goes in any of my other categories. It's getting a little full, so I probably need to maybe put them somewhere else, some of them, but anyway, it is what it is. So the first one that I'm going to show you is, this was a kit that was sent to me to review by a company. This is not something that I would have, you know, I don't know, this is just sort of what I chose to review. So it's called Antique Beauty. And it's just one of those charts that's, you know, got the pattern printed like that on it. It's this big old 11 count cloth. And that's the start that I have on it. But I am counting it as part of my WIPs. You know, I had given it, or let a friend take it who's been having vision problems to see if she could stitch on it easily. And I don't think she enjoyed stitching on it. The fabric is really, really stiff, and so I totally understand not enjoying stitching on it. But anyway, that's something that'll probably just be, I don't know, you know, every once in a blue moon I'll work on it. Okay, so this piece is from Teresa Kogut. It's called In Command, which is one of her angels. This is Evil Queen fabric from Be Stitch Me. And yes, this is the small start that I got on it. I started this for my birthday. And it is on my, it's on my WIP Go board. So for my WIP Go board, I kind of chose things that were sort of medium size to large size pieces with the goal of getting, 1,000 stitches on them throughout the year. This is a little piece that I started along with Rachel Q Stitches for her birthday. It's called Stitcher. I think it's from Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I'm stitching it on a piece of 28 count Monaco that I hand dyed. I'm using some silk floss and I'm stitching it over one. And I'm basically stitching it over one because this was the fabric that I wanted to stitch it on, and that's how big I had to do it, or how small I had to do it. So it's not something that I'll stitch on a whole lot just because it's over one. I don't want to get this mixed up. I'm saving my two oldest WIPs to last. This is from the Nebby Needle. It's Stitcher's Wallet. Oh, God. It's so gorgeous, and I really would like to get some stitches in on this year. Looking at these, it's helping me to kind of decide what WIPs I really want to try to put some focus into this year. This is a piece that I started with Candy, the 614 Stitcher. She does a mental health stitch along for the month of May instead of doing the traditional mania. She's doing, mental health awareness. And so I started this piece from Erin Congdon, and I wanted to finish it in May, but I wasn't able to. I will stitch on it, again in May this year. And it's called You Got This. It's from a magazine. This piece is also from a magazine. Oh, that's just the... So this is it's a scissors case. And it's all called Summer Cuttings, but I put it in other because it is a scissors case. And so I hand dyed this fabric to do it on. And I got just a small start on it. So this is the flap. I think maybe it goes like this. And so the flap is just all flowers, and then I believe there's like an actual scissor design on this part. This piece is on my WIP Go board. This is Shine On from Bonnie and Camille, their Quilt Bee book. This was on my WIP Go board this past year, and I was able to meet my goals, and so this will get 1,000 stitches this year. This is another quilt piece. This is a freebie from Aurifil that's designed by Susan Aki, and it's called Collecting Colors. Did you get it folded a little bit? So for some reason I don't really like stitching on this, and so I put it on my WIP Go board to finish this square, which I got done, and then it's on my WIP Go board again this year just to sort of force me to stitch on it. I don't like stitching on it a lot, but I do like the way it looks, so I'm it's like I'm torn. And I don't know what it is because I love quilts, but for some reason I don't like stitching quilts. This is a piece that I started not long ago. I thought it started this on Thanksgiving. This is another freebie. This is from Ann Makes Things over on Instagram, and then she's got a blog. It's called Our Father. She has a beautiful eye for color, and so I'm using, maybe not her call for DMCs, but close enough if I didn't have that called for. I'm doing this in honor of my mother-in-law. And I had hoped to finish this for Christmas, but it got just put aside, and I'll work on it throughout this coming year. This piece was on my WIP Go board this past year, and I got my goal met of 500 stitches. And so that's kind of how I came up with, you know, doing 500 stitches twice on some different WIPs. Because I realized that I could do that fairly easily over a weekend. And so this is Shooting Star from Carolyn Manning Designs. If I had to choose this again, one of these designs, I would choose a different color combination, but this is the one that caught my eye as far as what was available when this sale started, which who knows how long ago that was, quite a while. So that brings us to the final two, and these are my oldest WIPs. So our younger daughter, her bedroom was teddy bears. She was born in 1990. This leaflet is from 1986, but I'm positive that I stitched on it in like 1990, 1989, the year before the year she was born. She was born in October, so it's probably 1990. It's this piece right here, and I really don't have very much. I've got like one more balloon, some of the little accent stitches in different places, and then the words, and then I'm done with it. I mean, obviously it's not something that my daughter still wants, but I really wanted to finish it. You know, maybe save it for a great-grandchild, a little girl. Hopefully we'll get a great-grandchild who's a little girl. But so cute. I've always loved teddy bears. I still love teddy bears, so it's just adorable. And then this piece right here. This piece is the piece that made me put aside cross-stitching. When I started stitching on this is the first time I had stitched on linen. And it basically destroyed my eyesight. And, you know, my eyes just kept getting worse and worse as I worked on this. And so my vision. And so that's when I put cross-stitching aside. Now I know all about magnified lights and stuff like that. So I do want to get back to this. It is for a friend of mine. One day I'm going to probably cause her to faint because I'm going to finish it and send it to her after all these years. This is back when we lived in Louisiana, you know, in the 90s. So it's this picture right here, which I've always loved. My grandmother, my mom's mom, had one of these pictures on her wall. And this is my friend Shirley's favorite picture. And so we bought some linen, and she bought the linen, she bought the flosses and everything, and then I was going to stitch it for her. I'm not sure what count linen this is on. I'm almost tempted to restart it, but this is what I've gotten done. So hopefully one day soon I will get this finished for her and send it to her. And hope that she, you know, doesn't hit her head when she faints or anything. So, okay, that's my WIP parade, guys. So I was doing some tallying as I went along, and my total 66 WIPs going into 2023. Now I did include all from number 4 to number 12 on Shane and Christine's ornaments, even though I haven't started them. I consider that one WIP because it's not really finished until they're all stitched, even though they're being stitched individually. And so I did go ahead and count those. So I have 7 samplers, 4 prim and patriotic pieces, 5 spring Easter pieces, 9 total summer pieces between those 2 drawers, 5 autumn pieces, 9 winter pieces, 13 Christmas pieces, 2 Quaker/filigree, and 12 that are in the other category. So, like I said, 66 WIPs going into this year. I want to say I was like, going into last year, I was 50 something, maybe 56, 57, somewhere in there. So, you know, like I said, I'm including number 4 all the way to number 12 of things that haven't been started yet. So if you subtract that, I'm probably right about the same area where it was last year. So that's it. Trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to say to you guys before I sign off. I will hopefully before long come and do a regular stitching update. Of course, you saw all of my WIP statuses as I went along. The things that I've been stitching on recently were included in that, except for my temperature chart, which I did finish, but I didn't finish it until yesterday. And so I will show that on my next stitching update, since, you know, it was a 2023 finish and I didn't want to muddle the waters on this, this 2022 recap. So, I thought about going over plans with you guys, but I'm not going to do that. It would make this video way too long. It's probably way too long already, but I'll do plans on my next stitching update. And for now, I'm going to sign off. Hope you have a good rest of your first week of the new year, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.